jumble, a raccoon in red boots played poker on pancakes and watered his fruits. They planned a balloon made of caramel thread to search for a whistle the teddy bear spread. They asked Madam Blinket, a goose with a horn, who knew every secret that Dot ever wore. She pointed and twirled her umbrella of tea and said, seek the meadow where jelly beans bleed. So off flew the trio through licorice light, with muffins as lanterns and wings full of flight. They passed by the river of dandelion jam, where dolphins told riddles and wolves played with lamb. They met Baba Bramble, a turtle in plaid, who read bedtime poems that made dragons glad. In the valley of Echo, where cinnamon sings, they found a small whistle on butterfly wings. The whistle spoke softly, its voice full of dew. I flew from the toy chest to find something new. I wanted to meet stories never been told, of sunberry soup and of moon made of gold. Then Lulu the lynx gave a smile full of jam. You're part of our tale now, just as you am. Sir Jumble did cartwheels on clouds made of cream, while Blinket composed a sweet marmalade theme. Back home they returned with gifts of delight, and threw a big feast with the marshmallow kite. Though the moon tucked them in with a glittering sigh, and stars wrote new verses to cradle the sky. No moment forgotten, no giggle too small. When hearts share their magic, there's room for them all. Yo, they built a balloon park with root beer balloons, and danced every Sunday with sugar tune spoons. They asked, so if ever your whistle feels lonely or far, just follow the trail to the Jamberry Star. For kindness and muffins and music and light, we'll carry you home on a peppermint kite. Yeah. In a village where twilight stitched gold to the trees, lived Marushka the fox with a fondness for teas. She hosted a party for tales once forgot, with pastries and honey and cocoa kept hot. From Baghdad flew in a bright juggling djinn, who carried small kittens with speckles of tin. A butterfly princess from Kenyan delight sailed in on the breeze in a dress made of light. Through the woods came a bear with 3 pies in his paw. He'd heard of the tales and was filled up with awe. A troll who'd retired from riddles and bridges brought sugar plum cakes and some laughter in fridges. Oh, sing of the sweets and the stories we bring, of pirates and shepherds and frogs who could sing, with torches on the table and dreams on the wing. We dance through the night till the morning birds ring. Hansel arrived with a gingerbread map, while Thumbelina napped in a teacup's lap. They swapped out the breadcrumbs for marshmallow trails, and rode on a goose with spark candy tails. A samurai squirrel who recited old verse bowed low to bake a crow wearing a purse. Their legend untold of a pie that could fly was met with a cheer and a blueberry sky. Oh, the stories began to spin threads in the air, like snowflakes of wonder and cinnamon flair. They wove new beginnings from old fairy bones, with joy that could echo through kingdoms of stones. From pyramids strolled Anubis in socks. He brought cupcakes shaped like Egyptian clocks. He chuckled and said, let's rewrite the end, with hugs for the pharaohs and cake we can send. The sea gave a giggle, a mermaid appeared, with cookies that whispered and jellies that cheered. Her song made the dragons all quietly weep, so she gave them chocolates and sang them to sleep. Sea gave a giggle, a mermaid appeared, with cookies that whispered and jellies that cheered. Her song made the dragons all quietly weep, so she gave them chocolates and sang them to sleep. Then Rumpelstiltskin brought caramel ropes and told how he traded his grumbles for hopes. He danced with a hedgehog in boots made of silk, while sipping a stew with the texture of milk. Then Rumpelstiltskin brought caramel ropes and told how he traded his grumbles for hopes. He danced with a hedgehog in boots made of silk, while sipping a stew with the texture of milk. Then Rumpelstiltskin brought caramel ropes and told how he traded his grumbles for hopes. He danced with a hedgehog in boots made of silk, while sipping a stew with the texture of milk. Then Rumpelstiltskin brought caramel ropes and told how he traded his grumbles for hopes. Once in a valley where sunflowers sing, a slipper grew wings and escaped from a king. It flew to a hill made of lemonade bricks, where daisies wore dresses with polka dot flicks. The little penny bop with the marshmallow hat, who talked to a rocking chair puppy and cat. She baked pies that glowed and could tell you a tale, like how pancakes once sailed on a raspberry gale. One morning appeared a small squirrel in blue, with a suitcase of riddles and one shiny shoe. He said, dear Granny, my slipper has fled. It dreams of adventure and pillows instead. So Granny and Squirrel packed donuts and tea, then boarded a goose named Serenity Bee. They passed through the forest of Flapjack Parade, where trees offered hugs and the syrupy shade. A walrus in mittens conducted a choir of fireflies dancing on caramel fire. Next came the island of Giggle Inside, where cookies wore glasses and clouds told you hi. They searched in a meadow where fairies rode sheep, who bounced over rainbows and giggled in sleep. Then deep in a cave made of jelly and jam, they found a small slipper asleep near a lamb. It blinked its blue buttons and yawned with a spin. I only went looking for stories within. Granny said softly, it's home when it shared the people, the pies, and the moments we cared. So they all rode back through the peppermint skies, with laughter in pockets and starlight and pies. The hill clapped with joy and the flowers all twirled, as slippers and kittens and cocoa unfurled. A festival bloomed with confetti and song, where every outside had a dance to belong. The king came to visit and giggled with glee. He wore 2 unmatched shoes and brought apple tea. They crowned Granny Bop with a crown made of toast, and Squirrel told riddles to jellyfish hosts. So if you should lose something dear on the way, it might just be off on his dream holiday. So Granny and Squirrel packed up donuts and tea, then boarded a goose named Serenity. Trees offered hugs and the syrupy shade. A walrus in mittens conducted a choir, with fireflies dancing on caramel fire. Next came the island of giggle and sigh, where cookies wore glasses and clouds told you hi. They searched in a meadow where fairies rode sheep, who bounced over rainbows and giggled in sleep. Then deep in a cave made of jelly, in a cottage of ginger and strawberry lace, lived Little Red Riding Hood sipping her grace. But this was no forest of peril and fear. The wolf baked meringue and passed rootberry beer. Snow White rode in on a hedgehog parade, with suitcases full of the pies she had made. Cinderella spun in pajamas and pearls. She taught all the pumpkins to waltz and to twirl. All stories can soften and all wounds can mend, when cats bake the cookies and dragons befriend. With laughter and chocolate and firefly light, each fable can turn into sweet day from night. Thumbelina flew in with butterflies bright. They sang of old fables and twinkling delight. Pinocchio danced with the fox and the hare. They crafted toy dreams from marshmallow air. Then came Nancy, the spider so wise, who wove golden riddles in raspberry pies. Son of a Yaga and slippers so neat, turned her old hut to a bakery suite. She gave every crone a warm cherry surprise, with teapots of honey and kind twinkling eyes. The sky bore a message on clouds shaped like toast. A festival's rising, come sing with the most. Jack's beanstalk now bloomed in